Hello guys, good evening, welcome to round 4 of the Multiclass Masters online championship. Guys, we are in the Ferrair, we're at Interlagos, we're about to get ready. We can't literally wait for... Well, actually we can wait because we haven't done any practice, so we're going to be likely slow again, but... let's see how this goes overall. And with that, guys, welcome to the practice session that we're just going to head in. I do have a setup literally from the beginning of January. However good that might be, I'm afraid we're going to find out, right? So a little bit of free practice is going on. Hard luck. Thank you for joining. Hello, everyone. And to all of you, happy Easter. Hope you're gonna have a little bit of a good time with your family and your loved ones. And thank you so much for joining us on this Thursday evening. For a 2-hour race, which is going to be highly action-packed. Obviously, pressure is high as being a championship leader. Between you and me, though, I'm not really pushing for the overall win of that championship. Not because I would not have the power or performance to do so. I think I would, quite frankly, have it, but I'll actually just not investing enough time for this. Firstly, because the VMS Pro Series is actually where I should invest much more time. Secondly, I have to admit that lately I've just not been in the kind of mood to do a lot of work behind the scenes, which may or may not show in a couple of results lately. But it is what it is. It's just a lot of time being spent on different activities, such as Wi-Fi activities, apparently. As you can imagine, that might be a little bit more important. I have absolutely no idea how much of region actually we have to put here. I have also no idea how good or bad the Ferrari has been around here. I would suspect, because not too long of a straight apart from the main straight, that we might see a couple of Toyotas very much in the front. We are sitting 25.2. The rear brakes are starting to overheat. I suspect that being fake news, though. Give me a track limit, I think. Oh, it actually didn't. Too friendly. Also, we're expecting some rain this race, which is going to be much more adding up the spice here. Actually, we do have Jack McConnell ahead of us. in the Toyota. Might actually be fighting with a little, yeah, exactly, with a little bit of on throttle understeer here. Actually, see how I can potentially tackle that a bit with a couple of setup adjustments. I like this sort of understeer is what I'll be heavily fighting against that. Huben! Our tire temps up now. Oh my god. I mean, it's not important to be fast now, right? But you're 2/10 up. And you're doing that stuff then. Yeah, the car comes a little too sideways to my liking there. .24.0 it is then. Oh, we won't quite beat that. But we're getting close. Oh no, 23.5 is the new MVP. Is that race fuel? I have to be afraid it is. Okay. So, box, we need to improve the car. What can we do to improve the car? I'm actually afraid not even too much. Yo, like, that means I'm slowest Ferrari driver again, which means I'm fishing with something in the dark, right? You can adjust the tire volume on RF2, I think, and then it gets a bit louder. I can't quite remember what has been my hot lap with a Toyota around this track. But I think that... was that a 22-1? Which means a 23 is a legit high fuel lap. That would be scary, yeah. I mean, that said though, we haven't quite had a lap yet, or I'd say braking points have been perfect. Balance has been really great. Yeah, hard luck for the okay, for the official DLC. I think it doesn't change anything. I think the official DLC, the setting is disabled. I have to admit though, I quite don't like being that far off again. I mean, those are also the guys that I'm up against in the VMS Pro Series, right? So I better not be that far off. Obviously, not driving past the apex is a huge benefit in lap time. I absolutely get that. And obviously dealing with GT3 traffic is bad, but it has to be dealt with. Jason Su, thank you so much for your follow on the Twitch channel. Much appreciated. So around the outside apparently is a bad idea, which is why I appreciate the traffic as well in a practice session here. Jesus Christ. Such a bad balance. It actually makes me think if maybe the brake bias is not set a bit too aggressive. Okay, we got both GT3s. That would be El Gigante. What are you doing? Arguably that doesn't work. Oh, shitty. 10 more minutes. What do you mean it does not work? Make sure you are having FFB forces enabled, FFB forces set to 100%, and then the car specific FFB mold is not 0, but something between 0.5 and 0. That would be my first go-to adjustments. What is that swinginess of the car on a certain threshold? Feels odd to me. Ah yeah, hard luck, that is a good call. If you have G-Hub, uninstall it. Literally any Logitech software. I don't know why, but it keeps messing with all sorts of games. I really hope that this was just cold tires, but because that front end literally just died. Yes, your wheel will still work. I'm also running a Logitech headphone here without any software, and it's working just fine. I'm having no good feeling with the setup. Can't even really tell you what it is, it's just a stomach feeling. Something's telling me that this is not going to be too great. As you can imagine, I hope I'm sincerely wrong, but usually my stomach feelings aren't that off, which obviously is a concern. How much rotation is too much rotation? I would love to finish this lap. Well, this is... I have to hope that their lap times is not race fuel. Let me see the lap of Mr. Jag. Particular. I mean, where we have to conclude the car really being strong is corners and stuff. Lock up on the inside. Yeah, you wouldn't race or drive like this in actual race, I assume. But who knows, you know, who knows. By the way, guys, there any sort of issue with audio or anything? Would appreciate to have some feedback here. Oh yeah, that's sideways. I mean, if that is race condition, then... Question is, can I gain 610 with low fuel? That would be the only... I don't know yet. Other than that, looks like a decent lap, really. Alright, let's have a look together who is sitting in the race with us. Which is not going to be driver rank, but which is going to be the hypercar category. So, Baldwin, Andonovsky, Huben, Cascatao, Gumball, McConnell, Yamulo, Noah Eder. He may be in the top split now. This is... I'm gonna reload this because I'm a bit scared that this is just, you know, old kinda sign up page, but yeah. I mean, the top 10 here is sitting really strong. Noah Eder should probably also be somewhere up in the top. We'll have to see. It's going to be a fun race. I'm trying to take it super easy. Davidos, hello there. How are you doing? The puppy will be an LMDH or an LMH guy, depending on which kind of car is OP at the minute. Alright, I'm grabbing drinks and I'll be right back. Hey. Right. So since we now have another 25 minutes, 15 minutes of qualifying, what I'm going to do is I'm going to literally do one quali run, do it with low fuel. Hey Alex, how you doing? And then see how things are going. Hey Fabio, thank you for joining, thank you for the good luck wishes. You're not in the race? Right, you're not. Shame. Would have loved to see VMS Pro Platinum pace. For some reason really struggling with that Ferrari. Used to be a good car for me, but somehow lately it is not the greatest choice. For whatever reason. I mean, that said, it really just... Or I really just failed in the VMS Pro series with it so far. Which may have had a general lack of preparation issue, but yeah, that's a different story. Hope you were watching. No, I don't say everyone else is trash. I mean, we have a couple of VMS Pro, Platinum, and Split guys in here. But Fabio obviously has won the first race, so he's the benchmark, right? I hear ya. To the Italian people, I hope you guys not coming from northern Italy, and I hope you're fine with the floods and the agua and the water. Hope your region is not struck by the intense rainfalls from the last couple of days, and also now from Friday onwards. Be safe. You're in the safe zone. That's good to know. So, how many laps do I get myself for getting this right? 10? 7, 6, maybe 6. I mean, I obviously assume that we need all these tires in the race. MD, that's so true in Italian. How many laps is it wise to do running with before tires are taking an extensive hit? I mean, you need like 2 or 3 laps to warm them up anyway. Maybe let me just go with 7. Yeah, 7 laps I put. So, let's see who else is doing the same strat as we watch Mr. McConnell. No, I'm not going to do the Yanni warm-up strat. I don't think it's good. Or essentially it uses up more tire than I actually can essentially make use of. How many streamers are in that race? I'm a bit... You know, this sounds dumb, but I'm a bit disappointed by the low amount of viewers we have tonight, because these races are indeed hot. Then we see Jack McConnell is also just like slowly bringing up these temperatures in the tires. Of what? Of biceps? I don't have biceps. My brain kind of tells me we're looking at 23 straight away from these guys. Ah, there you go. They are doing low 23s in race pace. So we start in P7 and 8, and I think this is about where we're gonna sit. Pretty much. No, Martin, not yet. But I think they are being worked on. 23-2. Maybe I was wrong. But I can't believe that I'm wrong. I expect these guys to be... I mean, those guys have done those 23s in the practice, but... Yeah, Martin, as soon as that happens, of course, there's probably going to be longer races. Anyway, I think it's time for me to go cooking. Whatever that might bring for us here. Thank you for good luck wishes, appreciate it. Really going to be interested how much performance they're gonna produce. $22.9 is obviously quack. Obviously the lap can't be good if you put yourself on the grass. But no biggie. More laps to come, right? Not even sure how far I'm off. 2-3/10 everywhere, I guess. A bit too much steering inputs. So it's not going to be a top position just yet. But we're not as far off as I appeared to be. Is that P3, P4? 3. And that is a lost lap. Got fuel for 4 more. Just need to make sure keep the tires in temp. And actually I think it was this little slide here that costed a good amount of time, I'm afraid, but let's see. I should be able to find a 10th. Will I find 2? I don't know. But I better find a 10th and a half. Although I am pretty sure that Baldwin has everything it takes for the pole. Can we get pole? I think the car can do it. Not with a track limiter. Oh, come on, Mitchie. Why did the front end die now? Attempts. Didn't let the brake go early enough. It's great, isn't it? Car can do it, I can do it. It is that uphill turn 7 that is just wicked. Baldwin and pole. And I am screwing the tires. Ah, shit. Shit. Okay. Yeah, I love people using the chat all the time during qualifying, but whatever. Okay. 3 more minutes, there we go. Right then, everyone. Here we go. Rain in the last quarter. Yeah, like, according to the message, I expected some interesting stuff, but whatever. Sorry. All right. So starting in second row. Let's see how this goes. I guess will be good fun. I'm sadly standing on the outside lane here, which is a bit meh, but okay. All right, 2 hours. Here we go. Oh shit. Did I kill someone? Or was that a chain reaction? Because I thought Baldwin was not getting away at all. Please tell me I didn't kill Baldwin, that will be a huge penalty. It wasn't me, for sure. Because I felt a hit. But it felt being too close to me in order to be Baldwin. I'm afraid though it was my fault. Well guys, feel free to go back in the review and have a look. Because I want to make sure it wasn't me. Yeah, I came over because I would have gone into the rear end of Andonovski. and I think James got laid off the limiter. It was someone in his Discord that hit him in the back. Okay. McConnell. Ah, did Jack McConnell once again jump the start? What a legend. Yeah, I think I went to the left and Iamulo came to the right. Yeah, nice. Like, how the fuck can we race with a car that's lagging around? Can't wait to see my setup present me with some flaws in the suspension now, though. That sucks. Yeah, that sucks big time. So that's obviously amazing. The best overtaking opportunity on the track is turn 1. And every time we get there, Andonovski is legging around. With his low wing setup. It's biblical again. Traffic is going to be so fun in a moment. This is going to be absolutely mental. So I had to adjust the ARBs a bit. Which I'm afraid they'll give me a little bit more of a hard time in some corners. And it's the first wave of traffic, and of course I straight away get separated. It's a joke. Traffic is a killer, sadly. Okay, I got at least a little bit of space. I'm moving behind now. Okay, first wave of traffic, not too great. And then at the same time I'm like, what else should I do? The lag bubbling seriously fucks me up though. Yeah, Flynn, you're absolutely right. Traffic gives and get. Yeah, but you know, traffic off, sorry, damage off when he lags isn't really something I'm interested in. And this turn, the rear still... I'm not saving even a lot more. The good news is though, and I can't wait for the rain, Timo with his low wing is just gonna die as soon as the rain drops. To a certain extent, I would let Ruben go and let him catch up to Timo and then see what happens. But at the same time, kinda don't want that, because I think giving up track position is the worst of all ideas. Well, I certainly have a rear to fix somehow. Is Jack still going? I don't know, James Baldwin, or is he retired? Oh, he's DNF. Jo, wie viel Energie saved er eigentlich? Yeah, so I don't have a chance against this energy saving stuff. I simply don't. Because I'm saving them as much as I can. But my number is certainly not gonna come down. Or come better compared to him. And then also cars behind. They are getting a much better fuel mileage as well. To an extent. Bro Duck, thank you so much for your follow on the Twitch channel, much appreciated. Welcome to the stream. I think we can let him win a race anyway. It's more important we keep doing our stuff against these cars behind. And is it just me, or are cars behind now also more efficient than me? Which would suck big time. A fuel saving off. Okay, so it's kind of identical, yeah? That's what you're saying. Which means I'm kinda sitting in a shit spot, right? Because I should be on the rear end of Andonovski sitting in a draft, saving that fuel that way. And not giving too much of a draft to the cars behind. Yeah, I guess that would be sort of ideal, but since we're not communicating, we can't, like, you know, put this in a conversation and then agree on it. Nice. I'll have to split up my strat here a bit now. This is how you actively lose some time. And fuel. I can't keep the lap times of car ahead if I don't save, you know. If I save, so... In order to stay clear of these guys behind, I'm trying to push now. Or if I can somehow leave that gap. Let's keep saving a bit. I see what Andonovski is doing. He's hoping for no rain. Then he tries extending. To this amount of laps, but if the rain is hitting, all of that goes out the window anyway, but without too much disadvantage, so... Are we expecting the rain? Yes or no? Hey Dan. Where should I use more curb? This corner is so tricky with the ARB though. Oh yeah, so Timo has properly sweated the setup and the strategy here. So 21 laps done, fuel for 21. Which means like this we're on target. Actually a bit over target, to be honest. What the fuck, Dario? Then, when is the rain coming? With 1 hour to go? Or earlier? Or later? You mean the rain can hit much earlier? Oh, actually, that wasn't the area with the dive, that was Huben. That went absolutely nuts for it. Almost died. I was literally one fraction away from locking up on the grass. Gamer Muscle, thank you so much for a raid with a party of 36. Welcome to the one and only Mans Ultimate stream that you should watch. Joking. Thank you for joining though, buddy. How is your day? How was your stream? What were you doing? Light sim raid. Hell yeah. I'm a bit afraid to be too far off that GT3 now. Hippie says, thank you very much for the follow again. Appreciate it. Ooh, can I dive that GT3? Just wait for it anyway. Investing all the fuel. Bro, what the fuck? Like, why? What do you mean everybody almost died? I need first gear for the rotation there, it's crazy. So obviously we've invested a little bit of energy here. Maybe, you know, I have the excess, that would be amazing. Are them? Thank you so much for your subscription on the YouTube channel. Oh yeah, could have been indeed carnage. Doing such a mistake. You see the car's a bit too tail happy at the minute. Ah, this traffic is gonna hurt us hard, I think. I really think so. At least one car. Could have been worse. Very good. Very good. The only thing that's not very good is the fuel consumption. Sorry, high focus mode. Need to dial some stuff. Rain. There is rain. This changes everything. Kannst du nicht ernst meinen, oder? Oof. What are we doing with the fuel? It's getting damn slippery now. Oof. This is drizzle, then comes light rain, which makes me think that we're certainly going to need wets. Just not too early. Hey, El Taco Man, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for joining, Bo. Long time no see, how are you? Guy Fakes, thank you for the follow, welcome. I can teach you how to get good for sure. Hit me up, man. I'll happily set you up. Yeah, and if you guys appreciate the action, if you appreciate the content and the spiciness of racing here on the Mans Ultimate, then please have a follow on Twitch. Subscribers on the YouTube channel. So far, it's so good in the race. Track's now dump. My iRacing adventure is pretty much non-existing at the moment. Or you're talking to Taco. Taco, are you doing iRacing lately? I guess so. I've only done special events so far. I haven't done pit entry yet. Oh my god. Oh, that's just so ätzend. Yeah, he gets that stupid lag that he blames also to have killed Jack McConnell around Fuji. It is so annoying. Like every time into turn 1 he just lag bubbles around. Track's only moments away from being wet. Like wet enough. Sorry. This lag bubble also just intimidated that GT3 so bad. I hope I'm not taking too little stuff with me now, but ooh, shit. Fuck. Yeah, I fucked my race. Oh my god. Five seconds, 4 seconds, 4.5 seconds. Need to disable the damage. What the fuck has actually happened? I have no damage to fix, but oh my god. This is shit. And now I sped. Oh, this ist ein Scheiß. I'm pretty sure this effed my race. But we'll have to see in a moment anyway. The thing that I can tell you for sure is that I have lost track position to Huben and Iemulo, which is the worst part of it. And penalty would, yeah, seal the fate. And now I screwed my suspension with this. Yeah. Okay. It's all about damage limitation from here on now anyway. This is pretty nuts, right? The pretty insane bonk didn't do anything. And now notching that wall gives me also suspension damage on both sides. Like, what the fuck? Anyway, well deserved. P5 is probably the maximum from here, but that's fine. You can afford losing these points in the championship. And you never know what's going to happen here in the rain, right? You know, I'm not even mad about the damage. The damage might cause other shenanigans later on as you see the car's tricky and twitchy now. With our strat, we could have stayed ahead in seconds, and I think now we would have had a competitive edge anyway. But okay, it is what it is. The dice have rolled. Penalty is in. Maybe I can count on Huben and Andonovsky's internet connection in turn 1. Imagine. Drizzly 5501, thank you so much for your follow. So, you guys are aware that we have a never give up mentality. So you'll see us diving for the pits this lap. And then we'll work from there. It's just crazy, right? But this is racing. A sudden loss of talent literally for a split second. Let's say a minute. It was the entire in-lap from here on, including the speeding. And this sudden loss of talent has sealed the fate of this race. I'm pretty sure that Huben or Iemulo will win the race. Because Timothée, with his rear wing 0 on the Toyota, should now start suffering big time. In the meanwhile, we're going to re-emerge behind Cascatao and Beutzer. Unless we commit hyper stupidity. Of course we don't, we take it safe now. At least a drive-through, not a stop and go. In fact, we might be coming up between Kreutzer and Cascatao. Which would be great. At this time we got the dry spot, perfect. So we're ahead of Kreutzer. Cascatao in a Toyota, which should have a straight line speed advantage issue if... on low wings. Sorry, on normal wings. The only issue is that my rear suspension is completely broken now. Well, it is yellow, but probably is a good thing it's broken on both sides. Anyway, overtaking Cascatao will be adventurous to say the least. Battery. 34 laps of fuel. Now we can go flat out, literally, as long as it's wet. As soon as it dries out, we need to do something about that. Clear case of being too close on the exit of final turn. F. Yeah, I need to get by, for sure. Then I may have the pace actually to go for a podium still. Bin ich schon wieder zu nah dran, das ist doch zum Kotzen. Just the rear is a tad too slippery. At the same time, I probably need the ARB for the rotation. Yeah, I'm not sure how much down my car is on pace though, generally. For me having to counter steer it all the time. It's probably a good thing that it's not dry. I don't actually notice. And I can have some leeway in the driving. Especially with the rear. Let's see if we can make enough of a difference here as a driver. Still 43 minutes to go. A podium would be giga with the fuck up. I'm shredding the rears though. So that's a concern. It's partly the traction control, partly the micro slides that we do. I'm having a hope of getting Iemulo in the end. But you see how the car's handling, right? So it is anything else but easy. Damn it. That guy's at the very front, 33.9 though. Yamolo is in the 35s though. And I should have that. I should have 34s. Actually not even that slow compared to the lead with all the damage. Ah, what a shame. We had a setup being ready for the wet part stuff. Yep, I did reset my delta indeed. I'm sorry for having bad chat operation now, but these conditions are tricky. And yeah, you should certainly bind the button for it, so that you can at least have some idea what happens with the track. As of right now, I'd still say it's getting slower. Ever so slightly. But then smooth is fast, and I'm trying my utmost to do smooth stuff here. Smooth but fast stuff. So it's just drizzling anymore. We actually may come back to the dry tires, which is a bit of a shit situation, I would assume, regarding our pace compared to Iemulo, and then obviously also for making a move later on. At least you cannot put a blame for not trying, right? If you have the chance of spotting someone with a dry tire in the end, let me know. And now when there is drizzle but cars out on track, it could potentially be that from here on the track actually goes quicker. And at some point the spray will disappear. I mean, first of all, obviously the drizzle needs to disappear, but generally speaking, at some point the spray in our mirrors will disappear from us and from other cars. And that is usually almost the spots where you want to take mediums. Still highly risky though. Can you watch back and see what lap time we did in the first timed lap after the pit stop when it was still kind of dumb? I'm actually afraid I need to cool up a couple of percent. I like this, I'm catching Dario soon. But obviously, then I guess the guys had a bit of traffic, which I haven't had, apparently. Oh. Nice, front left suspension dead. So can I go to the repair all tab now again? Beautiful. More damage on the car. Yeah, anyway, I need to take some risks here, I think. In order to make up ground. .32.3 just before DT, copy. And this is the crossover point later on, I think. The question is how much more laps we'll get beyond 82. Will it even be something? I'm really leaning towards just adding 3 or 4 more % of energy just to have them. Huben will win, which is, I think, the worst possible outcome. When I look at the championship standings. Oh, I think. I'm not sure. Was it Gumball who had that many points, or was it Huben? And I think if Huben was it, then we might be quite equal now. Unless he dies, but I'm not expecting him to. So the spray on the line has now disappeared. Which means effectively from here on you could go to the mediums. More or less. Problem is you rather less when it comes for overtaking into these spots, and you're pretty effed with the medium. And at the same time though, I have to kind of jump the gun. Because if I don't, someone else might. There we go. Cascatell into the pits. Have a close look onto his lap times, please. No, I don't think. It is already slightly wet. I don't think the rain can come back. $27 minutes. Yeah, that stuff is pretty dry, I think. Where's Cascatell? P8. So we're doing 48.9 in the middle sector. Let's see what Cascatell is going to do. Cascatell, 50.1. Give him another lap and actually his tire is up to temperature, I think. I should have boxed this lap. Likely. Yeah, no, it's not one lap too late, really. Might be just perfect, but let's see what the front is doing. They stay out. Where's Cascatell? Still in 8th. Fuck it, I'll take it. It's do or die. Soundless, yes, we have a couple of Mustangs still in the race. I mean, obviously you have that issue of bringing them up to temperature that is imminent. But I have no clean air. I just have to try, you know. It's just so painful if you think about it. How I just lost that race with a stupid drive-through. Even the damage, I'm not sure. I could have maybe passed Tuben because I felt I had some pace over him on the first 2 or 3 laps. So Cascatao is now behind. Let's see how quickly we get these things up to temperature here. This is obviously dangerous. Everything else is sort of fine. And it's dangerous because you need to do or die. You need to be aggressive on the heat up now in order to get temperature in. Still 45 degrees, they're still way too cold. Remember, our delta is now against our delta times from the wets. And we've done a right call. We've done a right call. Yeah, Huben is in. I wonder who else is going to follow him. Not the other guys. Huben with a drive-through. Guys, suddenly this is on again. For the podium. The question is just how much time have we sincerely lost in the meanwhile on the wets. This is the big question. If Huben is smart, he's gonna pit this lap. The track position, you know. And I need to push, Same energy as Huben. So we're both having the same energy available. Although he has a tad more because he's 20 seconds more ahead, of course. What is the gap? 22 seconds. This could just be enough for me to re-emerge ahead of him. Whenever he obviously goes into the pits. He's not in the pits yet. Yeah, But here you see my damage now, so Ruben will from now on probably be faster. Thanks to my damage. Come on, bro. Yeah. Get out of my way. Like, my car is already broke. Ruben is now in. Matt York might have just spilled the dill. There is Ruben coming. Good news is he's on the wet lane. I should have a significant overspeed. Yes, track position. Let's go. Everything from here on obviously will be nuts. If that's a penalty, then I don't know, because here's a blue flag. He doesn't give way, so I need to force my way through. And it's the slightest of touches, it's Robin is racing. If you give me an NFA for Bahrain, dive bomb on Timo, where we make hard contact and I send him really wide, then this cannot be a penalty. Yeah, still though, what I just said remains. Wow. So the front is now broken too. Andy, some would say moving on the braking. Oh, some other people might say someone certainly lost his braking point. I need to stop having traffic in that stupid spot. "14 minutes to go, Mitchie, come on." That rear end is so tail happy though. How long is still to go in the race? How many laps? Got fuel for 12, this should be sufficient, right? I think as per the rules, the guy doesn't have to move over, which is correct. But it's like, I'm sitting on his rear wing for 4 corners, I'm flashing the ass out of him. And if he doesn't give way, I need to make a move, right? To an extent. I didn't spin him around, I made him lose half a second. So to me that should never be a penalty. And it's nice. Ruben is just gonna be on my rear wing again, thanks to final turn traffics or what? Thankfully not. Ten to go. Sebastic's never give up mentality. And a very dicey strategic move, and with Huben also committing a drive-through, speeding in the pits, I assume. Problem is he is faster though. Which will become a lasting issue to me. Yeah, exactly like this. There's 2 spots where traffic is absolutely deadly when you're trying to stay ahead of a faster car. Final turn, on turn 7, and I keep hitting the traffic in those turns. Anyway, everything we can. Yeah, no, Toto would really say I still can win this. I mean, effectively we can't, right? But as in, Timothée is too fast at the front. But the good news is we have 8 minutes to defend that second, and that would be a giga result with a crash, with a spin, with a broken car, with a drive-through penalty. So we are pushing mad. Also Dario Iemulo coming closer to us as well, right? So his car got alive again in the dry. Oh, that is going to be so nuts. This could be anything between 2nd and 4th. And where do I hit the traffic again? Exactly, final turn. Actually, we can light a candle for it not being right on the apex. Iemulo. Freaking quick though. I wonder if Nicholas now also has some damage. We both have some significant damage. Ruben and Iemulo battling. This could be our security. Ah, that's drama. So Andy, how much points would you say then? If Matt York is protesting this? If we don't speed in the pits, we win that race. This is insane. But okay. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Remember, this Multiclass Masters is cursed, right? I can't remember. We can have a look at the stats later on. But I think I have 3 wins. 15 races. 14 podiums, 14 times second. And if you guys appreciate the content, please have a follow on Twitch, subscribers on the YouTube channel, and watch this pages, because we have some exciting news for you coming these days. At 2.5 seconds, I should not be too easy on the traffic here. Okay, 5 more minutes. Just keep it together, Mitchie. We'll be on the podium. This is brilliant recovery, guys. Broken car, drive through. From a strategy point of view, certainly the best calls. As we have 4 to go. Certainly doesn't have the fastest car, that's for sure. But sometimes it doesn't need to have the fastest car. You just have to be the biggest brain. And of course, as much as we have been rearwards to the wall, down with the drive-through, we've outpaced Dario so far, who hasn't had that shenanigan, just a bad strategy call. But these guys are obviously gonna learn, so you can't have this at all times. And then last but not least, virtually we should, well, we would be ahead of Timote as well. Not sure where we would have got him, probably with the early pit stop to the medium. But then of course, how much pace does he still have? David, is that from the rules? From the race control website? Yeah. So obviously my move is questionable, but the guys had 4 other chances to let me go. So I felt like I had to force the pass. Yeah. I mean, if that gets a penalty, really, I would appeal. Like, I know I can't appeal it, but I would bitch. I would clip that, send it out, quote the rules, and just say nothing further. When Huben went deep into turn 1, did I make contact with him? Or did I just make contact with the GT3? I need to look at that as well. Just to be sure. These guys are getting way too close to my liking. Because if I do one stupid mistake, they'll be on my rear wing. Hey Markin, how you doing? So we have 2 to go. Check wall, you sure? I can't remember, I think it was like with 11 or 12 laps to go when Huben went for the dive. 1.2 seconds. I will have to carry this P2 over the time. And we're obviously gonna have a look into the standings. Sebastian, what do you mean, what kind of brake I'm using? Traffic in the last lap with 1/10 of a gap. And you see where the traffic sits. Ah, that is hypercar traffic and GT traffic. This is going to be nuts. I'm using Huizingfeld Sprints. Awesome pedals. And last but not least, where is the traffic? Exactly, in the final turn. Almost with touchy. Ha! Let's go! Awesome podium. So, quick look into scenes. A never give up mentality race that pays off with important points in that championship. But what has happened on the start? Thank you, Jack. Thank you, Mario. Thank you, Vertex. Thank you, David. Much appreciated. Blues VR, hello there and welcome. So, what has happened here? I was completely bamboozled. Because I had an awesome launch. Sorry, guys. I'm sick of this. Jack McConnell. 63, 60, 60, 60, 61? So he reacted and then... no, he was off the limiter beforehand, right? Yeah, so this is where the race actually starts. Check my corner, 65. It's another sim hub start. It's another... Yeah, I don't want to say the word, but... This is exactly what is causing this, right? Maybe James' slow start is causing this in the first place. So what have I done wrong? It's a racing incident, like really. I mean, I go to the left to not run. I could have probably stayed behind Timo, but how? Yeah. So, and then where's Huben? Lap 60 is too early. This is Huben. This is too late. Gap was probably closer. Looks like it must have happened. Here it happened. No, that is my defending. Which was a spot on defending, a slight touchy-touchy. But ever so slight touchy-touchy. Actually, let me have a look. Timing. He had his drive-through in lap here. Must be lap 71. No, that was this scene. Then it must have been lap 70. I turned slightly into him, but like he's on trajectory to kill the GT3 in the first place. You could arguably say I moved on the braking, but to me, I think I didn't even move on the braking because he was on the trajectory to the inside already. But he will probably see it in a different way, right? Here he brakes, but then he opened. This is the important stuff. He opens the brake here and starts turning, which is earlier than what I do. Then he loses it, but at this point he's directing like they're already. It's weird how he's losing the car. Probably he locks the rear then on the touch. But yeah, like... This incident has so many dimensions. Yeah, anyway. Timo can enjoy the win, because this time 3 other people screwed it up. I mean, obviously he had some pace, but nonetheless though. Still gaining rating with that. What a yoke. So, 337 points. How are the standings looking? Ah, drop weeks are in. Awesome. Is it? No, it's not. Come on. So, okay, I need to erase that manually. So Nicholas has 328, 317, 327, which is 972. I obviously have my drop week already counted because I dropped that week. Then Toyka, he's out of question. Dario, he is out of question too at the moment. Just gonna add his points real quick. 936. I'm not sure, Sharon. Like, I react on him, but of course, I mean, I react on the GT3 first, which stays outside. And then I have to completely pull out of the move. Oh, Timo got some penalties for last race that he even didn't finish. So minus 15. That's interesting. Because they are surely counting. Or are they? 337? 346? Oh, I need to see in the end. Right now they count. Otherwise he would be sitting second, really good and close behind me. Where's James? James now had 2 screw-ups, I think. Where's James? Jack McConnell. He has a screw-up in as well. There's James. Ah. Yeah, he's missing big points. Yeah, biggest threat is Nicholas and then Timo, I think. Where is he? Yeah. With 993. Actually, Timo is sitting second. 993, 35 points behind. Let's see how that goes in the end. Looking extraordinary good. Now come back to what I said before, into the online championship. We had 3 wins, sorry, 1 win in season 1, 3 wins in season 2. Sorry, 2 wins in season 2. So we have 3 wins, 15 podiums, which is I think 15 times second. Sorry, 12 times second, 3 times first, and 1 race where, what did we do in 1 race? Was it Le Mans in season 2 where we got 4th? It's nuts, the stats, absolutely nuts. Just have been consistently in the front with that. Henrik, GG, what happened to you? Comic, We Evil, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the raid, buddy. How was your race? Where did you end up? I can't wait for the penalties, though. Let's see how many points I'm getting this time. Fast speed racing. Thank you so much for your follow. Uh-oh. Ay. Henrik, my man. What? Did you even start? You didn't even get to So, I'm going quickly for the replays. 2 more minutes, then we're done. Where are them replays? Three DNFs in the last 3 races. Multiclass Masters, GG. Oh yeah. That's the second in the drop week, right? Like after you've had the drop week. Sucks big time. You see me load and so on. Should think about some license-free music for you guys. Come on. Here we go. So let's see what cooked Hendrik's race. I'm having a guess it's the car ahead, but let's see how it actually goes. Here we go. Green, green, green. Well, green for one guy is first. Okay. Aye. Done. Bonk. Oh, leck. How unlucky can you be? Like leaving 3 airport runways of space. 1.5 cars. And then the guys bump over the curb into him. And then the tank slapper on top of that. The tank slapper is the most ridiculous thing on that. This is so unlucky. But, and I'm gonna bring back what I did in lap 40 something. Bear with me. I can't go for the timings here. '43 we pitted, right? Yeah. Yeah, I know, Henrik. So this is where I lost the race. Lean back and watch. But how the fuck am I not losing any wing? I mean, just look, it's... Here I'm full look left. Later. Like, usually I tend to stay in control even of such things. And I should have probably stayed on the throttle for this, but I felt the rotation was enough. Because if I went onto the throttle and completely spun myself around, I would have gone really damn hard into the barrier. How the fuck does my rear wing not detach? Huh? Because I almost took all the speed out. We're touching the wall in a narrow angle with just about 60. I agree with you, but there was one thing with my car in this particular turn, if I'm completely off the throttle, which has been the case for exactly 1 fraction. Here. Then the open diff and the missing front motor push. I mean, 171 is no front motor push anyway, but this is just enough to unsettle the car and then... bonk! Hey Winho, thank you so much for the follow. So this is the first fuck up that I did. That completely fucked my rear suspension. And then I went to the pit with... wow, yeah, 70. Even if the beacon is like here, 68. This is too much, yeah. So I got a penalty for that, quite rightly. And then... and here comes the fun part now. I show you what has screwed up my rear right and rear left suspension. Alex Nicholas had a 68.2 on his second pit stop on the entry. Here is what has fucked my rear right and rear left suspension. This has screwed the rear left and this the rear right. So stupid. Really? 1 minute and 30 seconds of completely brain farts. And that's how you screw a race? Because obviously I was 25 seconds behind Ruben and Timothée. In the end I had 10 seconds to Timothée, despite the drive-through, so I could have really won it. But whatever. It is what it is. And with that, guys, we're gonna come to an end here. Gonna have a raid and see you guys again, likely on Sunday. And maybe for some esports diary or some different way of announcement, because I'm a bit tight on time with everything. Anyway, R4M Tommy, thank you also for the follow. Appreciate it. Hey Gabby, the long left Corvette. Yeah, wasn't the worst contact I had today, so don't worry too much. All right. Raids. And we are raiding. Who could we raid with a good Le Mans Ultimate stream? Almost no one. Actually, Vince Koza. Good followage. And on Le Mans Ultimate, right? So enjoy the stream, guys. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the raids. Thank you for the subscriptions on YouTube. And thank you for your support today. Hope you guys have a great start to the weekend. Happy racing. Happy 6 hours of Imola on the WEC. Happy F1. Happy days, right? With that, guys, see you and bye-bye.